In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this ruffle organza you are seeing here. So I'll be needing my base. This satin will acting as my base. So I went ahead to cut out my base. Now to cut out your base, you need the measurement of where you need to put what the ruffle. Okay, so I want to go around the shoulder of my client, like the picture you are seeing here. So my client's shoulder is 40 inches. So I have 40 here and added extra 2 inches because of my zipper. I just want to enter into my zipper allowance a little. So I have my base here, and then the next is my organza. I have 6 yards of organza here because I want it to look very full. All right, so now to make this, you want to open up your organza this way. Let me show us. Now this is the organza I'm working with. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to fold. I'll fold into 2, and then I will also fold into 4. Now the reason why I am doing it this way is because I want it to look full. I don't want to look transparent, so I want it to look very full. So I'll just go ahead and stitch. I'll hold it this way, and then I'll go and sew it. And once I'm done with sewing it, I'll turn it up. I will come back and show us. If this is the first time of coming to this channel, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you're a new beginner, I want to say you're welcome to this channel. And please do well by hitting the red button so you always get notified whenever we upload our video. So I'll just go to my machine. I'm going to turn this off. Okay, sorry, I told us the width. Now the length of the satin I'm using is I need 5 inches. Okay, so I need 5.5 inches. So I'm going to use ½ inch to turn it in, and then we'll come back and continue. I have 15 inches. Remember, we are going to ruffle, so I have 15 inches this way. So I'll just go now and stitch. Okay, you know it's supposed to be this way. I went ahead I'm through with joining it. So instead of keeping it this way, just put it this way. Let that seam be on the center. All right, let it be on the center. So when we are stitching on the clothes, we are going to keep it this way. So make sure your seam is on the center area. You can go and iron it if you want, but I want it to look very ruffled. I want it looking very ruffled, so I wouldn't want to iron it. So now it's time to gather. It's time to gather it. Okay, so I'm going to measure like 10 inches, 4 inches. All right, so it's time to gather. I'll just gather. Now it all depends on how high you want it to be. Okay, so let's see how high we want ours to be, so I'll know what to gather. So I'm going to use 10 inches. 10 inches. Okay, so I'll just go ahead, I'll follow the lines, and I'll gather it with my gather stitch. Starting from the first line, I will gather with my gather stitch, and then I will draw it, I'll drag it. So let's go to the machine and we'll sew it with a gather stitch, and then we'll come back to show you how to gather it. Joining. I have a very long strip here, so I'm going to go ahead and start gathering it. I've been able to gather this part, so I'm going to gather here. like I said, use the gather stitch. I use the gather stitch, so I'll gather. So we have much gathers here, so I'm going to gather gently. All right, put it gently. Okay, so I'll go to the next one. Now if you are gathering, you're going to gather to the length of that base you have, okay? So I'll gather to the length of the base I have. So this is okay. I'm going to start with this. So I went ahead to, this is the base, and then I took out 1 inch, all right, so that I will know where to place my organza. You can see I went ahead to gather all of them, all right, and each of the gathering I have about 30 in it. Remember I said I'm using 6 yards of organza. So for this part now, I'll just go and sew it this way. I'll gather it up here like this, okay, gather it up here on this part. I'll gather it here so that the ruff can be inside, okay, and then I'm going to start, I'll place this here, and then I'll place the next one on the second line. I'll just keep following the line, all right, and then the next one I'm going to sew and place on the next line. I'll just keep following them that way. All right, so I'll go do it and I'll come back. You can see it's already ruffling already, so I'll go do it and come back and I'll show us. All right, so this is the finished look. I went ahead, I finished ruff. You can see this place is inside because I had to lock it inside. I locked it inside, And then this part also, I did the same thing. I locked it what inside. So I'll just go ahead and trim off all the threads. I'll trim them all. So you see, it's just very easy. All right. So I'll put it on the mannequin now, and then you'll see how beautiful it came out. So this is it. So I went ahead to also open it a little so that it can look more flat. So I'll just put it on the mannequin now. Yeah. Sorry, we decided to use Amarachi as our mannequin, as our model. All right, so I discovered the mannequin I had, there was a cloth on it, so I decided to put it on my girl Amarachi. All right, so this is the finished look. You see how it came out, very beautiful. If you find this tutorial very helpful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you again in my next class. My name is Cynthia. Bye. And now I know you want to see the complete dress of this. Actually I've not made the complete dress. I just needed to show you how to make the organza cape. And I know you enjoyed the class. And even my girl was just happy and she really loved the ruffle. All right, so we'll see you next time. Bye.